Welcome. You will know if this resonates with you immediately. So take the insight that you're guided to at this moment and allow it to be a forewarning for you. Let's go ahead and get into this reading for the collective. Holy Spirit, give us insight. Thank you. Starting out with truth and expression. We also have stability, harmony, flow, separation and longing. Then we have memories and nostalgia. For many of you, you were the embodiment of what a lot of people doubted. You operated in an energy of light, carrying a very angelic or goddess or Christ like aura, a very holy aura, and it's something that you've always carried within yourself. You began to trust what was happening in your life, trust the insight you're giving, trust the gifts that come to you, and know that it's meant for you to really be expressive of who you truly are. And the expression that you may have given off was someone very compassionate, very nurturing, someone that focuses more so on the glass half full instead of half empty. And with you being more honest and more truthful about the things that interest you, the things that bring peace and joy to you, this was a reflection of those that had a lot of unhealed aspects of themselves, unresolved things about themselves. It mirrored to them what it is that they may need to work on. Now, in the space of you really honoring yourself, you've gained a great sense of harmony in your life. And with this harmony that is happening in your life, you're also becoming like more so aware. You definitely have a heightened sense of awareness at this time that you made the right choice. By you choosing to express yourself authentically, by you stepping out of the shadows into the light, this was something that may have been invalidated for you. You may have had people trying to discourage you or invalidate you or not acknowledging the gifts that you have, the gifts that you possess. It wasn't until you began to truly express yourself fully did you begin to see the truth for what it is. You begin to separate yourself from those that, instead of honoring your light, they try to utilize it against you. They try to use your kindness for a weakness. They try to use your gifts as something that they can play with. Many of them even try to manipulate situations in your life, and now they're in this very nostalgic energy because they realize in your absence the gift that your presence provided. You are the divine feminine energy here. Now let's put her at the top. You've been able to you've been able to really step into this new space of understanding for yourself and all that you possess. You begin to pride yourself in your presence. Vanity and pride is something that you may have had to really begin to embrace because you may have operated in a great sense of humility for quite some time based on the energies that you had to survive amongst. There were people that wanted you to dim your light. There was people that wanted you to say less and be less. And you begin to understand that if you're too much for these individuals, then they should go ahead and settle for less. This could be in the form of work environments, different associates, even relatives. But once you begin to trust your light, once you begin to separate yourself from being detached from your true self, this is how you begin to align with your life purpose. The Creator wants us to show up and be our best versions of ourselves. And this is you actually answering the call. You know, the detachment and cold card also gives me insight into a lot of the energies that were around you, these people did not operate in this very loving space that you operate in. They may have been very detached from their own souls. And with you separating yourself, with you really focusing on your self worth, the expectations that you have for yourself are being met. Like you're actually exceeding expectations for yourself because you stepped out of the inner dialogue that has been programmed in your mind of what people said about you, calling your names, telling you that you're less than, telling you that you're stupid, you don't know anything. All these things mounted up to propel you to all that nurturing and compassionate energy you may have put outside of yourself in regards to these people. Once you begin to separate yourself and realize that your job is not necessarily for you to be overly empathetic and compassionate to others, but to in turn turn that love to self. Once you begin to do that, there was a major shift that has happened for you. We have Venus offer, which represents love. Venus was in retrograde, so it's a time for you to, and you may have already been feeling this, where you've been loving yourself more so. You've been trusting your guidance. You've been trusting the ancestral wisdom that is coming back to you. When we come into this earth realm, there's so much insight and knowledge that we lose sight of. But as you evolve and you explore this new body that you're in as a soul, you begin to remember. So there's insight and things that you naturally know that may have been discouraged of you expressing those things, which is why truth and expression came out earlier. And a lot of this may have caused you to really deny your value, to not have much pride within yourself, because it's like, even if you intuitively knew that you were blessed with these gifts and abilities, or the ability to see things, or the ability to feel things on a more intense level, if there's not many people around you validating you, that can become more so of what it is that you believe. Like, but something in you, your soul urge you to trust this intuition you have, trust the guidance that you're given. And so, with you turning this love more so to self and not allowing yourself to detach from your soul purpose, detach from your life mission, and understand that by you loving yourself, by you honoring yourself, all abundance and blessings are overflowing for you. Spirit wants you to begin to receive this abundance that's happening for yourself, because you have done your part. You have passed major tests. You were sent in these environments in order to be a beaming embodiment of divine light. You have this goddess aura. You have this energy of true love. You have this energy of true peace. And so, with this energy, this is a divine responsibility. And the more you shine bright, even if people within this earth realm did not feel you for who you really were, now your absence, they're beginning to reflect and realize that it's something very is something very detached within themselves, is something very sinister within themselves for them to have treated or mistreated or mishandled someone like you. And so this is the gift within itself. You have this ability to come back from situations that you've experienced, but you now evolving. Again, she has her third eye very much activated in this card with a divine feminine. You are activated and you are allowing yourself to really show up for yourself. And that is the gift that is going to continue to be given to you. We have messages. You could be getting insight within your dreams. Trust the insight that you're given. This could be a forewarning. This could be a premonition that's happening for you. In addition to this insight in dreams, although this may have been some things that you have shared with others in the past as an effort to forewarn them, and um, they may have denied your ability to see into the future. They may have denied your prophetic wisdom, but trust and believe that now they're in this understanding with your absence, with you focusing on being more silent instead of focusing outward. You said your piece, okay? You could be very deep in thought. You could be in a very isolatory energy at this time because it's like you're trying to figure out some things for yourself moving forward. But this is good. Solitude is important because this is going to catapult you into your next level. We have Uranus here as well. Be prepared that there's going to be a greater sense of freedom happening for you because you decided to free yourself. Free yourself from others' perspective, free yourselves from limited beliefs, free yourself from feeling as if you're indebted to be long suffering or to tolerate people that were intending to hurt you. Even in regard to the twin flames, which is coming out, by you separating your energy from the outcome and already living in the end, knowing that this is divine, this is for you, this has freed up a lot of your energy. You have moved beyond triggers. You have moved beyond being reactionary because you realize that on a much deeper level, some of the things that may show up in a connection that you don't necessarily align with, by you ignoring those things and affirming what it is that you want, meaning affirming the best outcomes, is already done for you. And so this is showing that you have evolved past so much, in an effort to heal yourself. It may have been it may have been a very difficult task, but you've done the work. You've done a major amount of work. Right now, with the Two of Coins in reverse, you could have also experienced some level of financial difficulty, but some of these things shifted in order to awaken you, not only for you, but for others, because how people were able to perceive you based on when you went through a season of life or a season of limited resources, that has also been a lesson for these individuals. And this also was a way that you were able to see the truth of people's intentions about yourself. Be prepared that with the Ace of Wands, there's going to be an outpouring, an overpouring of abundance. If you had a question of, is this going to happen for me? Yes, it is going to happen. Affirm that it already has. And those that you had to leave behind that may have been in this King of Wands energy, um, being very impulsive, maybe just being very forceful or unfair with you, they're beginning to feel the error of their ways because you align with this Queen of Cups energy. You may have had to mature emotionally. You may have had to allow yourself to, leave certain wounds alone so they can heal. But what you've also done is activated this Knight of Swords. There is a sense of protection that's happening for you, and it's something that's happening swiftly. Your angel guides, your ancestors are there, your angels are there providing help for you. And even as I said that, we also have the King of Swords coming up here. So you not only have this angelic spiritual team that is protecting you, but in the physical realm, your divine masculine is the King of Swords in regard to you. So it's just like right now, silence is going to be golden for you. You have nothing to say, you have nothing to prove. Allow these people to continue to see you be blessed. You are the lesson. You are like, you're protected. Again, another card with the Two of Swords. This took a long time, but many of them are becoming aware that they had to face their fears, and their fears were associated in regard to the divine masculine. Their fears was associated with standing up for themselves per se, but when it came to how you may have been treated, they had no choice but to shift into that energy. In addition to that, when I think about these swords that all came out, you have been protected all along. You were meant to be a messenger. And by you trusting what has happened in your life, you're aligned with the Nine of Coins. Affirm, I am miraculously self sufficient. I am divinely blessed and abundant with money, with love, with peace. It is safe for me to exist in my highest frequency.